Hi everyone, this is Isaac at Compositional IT. In this episode of our VSCode and F# Pro series, we're going to be looking at 5 microfile navigation tips. These are tips that might only save you a second every time, but might be used hundreds of times every day. Let's get started with keyboard scrolling. You might be thinking, what's keyboard scrolling? Because you already know how to move up and down a file with the cursor keys, right? The problem with this is that firstly you lose the current position of the cursor, and second you have to move the cursor all the way to the bottom or the top of the file before scrolling takes place. An alternative is to hold down the Control and up and down arrow. Doing this will retain the cursor position but immediately scrolls the screen. Our second tip is keyboard navigation history. This allows you to rapidly go back or forwards to elements you've recently viewed. Observe how here I perform several navigation steps. First, I go to the definition of the estimate message case. Next, I go to the definition of the estimate MSG type. And then thirdly, I navigate to the definition of the estimate response type. The question is, how do I now get back to where I started from? And this is where navigation history comes in. Every time I hit Alt and left arrow, Visual Studio Code goes back in the navigation history. Alt and right arrow takes me forward again. This is a huge time saver and something you really should learn as second nature. Next up is good old line number navigation. There's nothing particularly special in this one. Just hit Ctrl and G and then enter the line number that you wish to view. Notice that you can opt to cancel the navigation by hitting Escape, so that you can use this as another way to view another part of the file without actually leaving the current cursor position. Tip number 4 is error navigation. If the compiler complains about any code in your codebase, you'll want to know where those errors are and how to get there quickly. Here, I've made 2 deliberate typos in my code. Now I've navigated somewhere else in the file and would like to see where those errors are. So, hitting Ctrl, Shift and M will bring up the error panel. From here, you can use the up and down cursor keys to navigate through each error. The cursor will move as you navigate, and you can even filter for keywords if there are a large number of errors. Hit Ctrl, Shift and M again to remove the error pane. Our final tip is an even quicker way to work with errors. Whilst the error pane is a great way to list all the errors, if you only have a single error, or simply just want to go to the next error in order to deal with it, you don't necessarily want to look at a big list. You just want to go to that error. The easiest way to do this in VS Code is to hit F8. The editor will immediately navigate to the next error, complete with the error message and compiler error code displayed in line. That's the end of this video. Make sure you subscribe to the channel because we'll be continuing our look at working with errors and other forms of code help next time around. Hope you enjoyed the video, have fun and see you next time.